The other day, I was looking through the popular uploads on my YouTube channel and I saw this thumbnail right here on how to make a bank vault in Minecraft. Now this door was created purely for the thumbnail, it was just decoration, there was no working redstone, but I actually think that we could create something of that design in Minecraft. So I've been doing a little bit of working out with what we're going to do with the pistons. Obviously, yeah, this is going to be pretty complicated, we've got a lot of things going on, but I think I can alleviate a lot of the trickiness by involving a little bit of slime block action here, which should take this middle segment and kind of just get rid of it. So then we just need some block swapper action going on to remove all of these central end rods, not ridiculously complicated. And then we need to do something about these ones right here, these ones right here, these ones right here, and these ones right here. So all of this bottom section, and then these two need to be removed manually using double piston extenders. Okay, I'm going to lay out all of the pistons so we can see what's going on. This is already way more complicated than I expected it to be. Yeah, I think I've worked out where everything needs to go. So we've got all of these pistons over here are going to control the removal of these blocks. So this double piston extender removes all of these blocks in this quarter right here. Then this piston right here will also push that block back so that it's flush with the wall, so we get a nice flat wall there. This double piston extender is going to be dealing with this, and then also this end rod as well, so that will be doing all of that. The triple piston extenders and all of this stuff up at the top will be pulling all of these blocks, including this block in the middle and this end rod right here, upwards. So that will be removing everything in this kind of top section right here. And then, yeah, we have the same thing on this side, and then these double piston extenders and this kind of block retraction is for this and this. I think that's it, and it should look quite cool because these 4 segments will be removed and then everything else will be removed around it. I hope I haven't forgotten anything. Alright, so the first thing has been worked out, which is the way that we're removing the quarters. So this setup right here with the double piston extender, and then the piston which pushes that block across means that we get a nice little setup there. Alright, let's do that for each of the 4 corners, and then we should have a lot of the door actually already done. And go. So that's it closed, and there it is open. I kind of wish they were synced up when it came to going across, but I have to say that looks pretty cool. So we're going to be left with just this cross in the center here. What am I doing about... Oh yeah, those blocks there, that block is going to be removed by these top... I guess it's going to have to be a quad piston extender now. I think I've actually worked something out quite smart here. So if we do this, that then... I mean, it's going to be tricky because we're going to have to power that piston somehow without it being in the way of this. I don't actually know if that's possible, but the concept is there, and I do think it's quite... That's pretty interesting, because then all we have to do is we have to update this, and then we can just go straight down like that. And as you can see, it kind of... It's like a weird flying machine setup, but it allows us to push down a massive number of blocks really easily. So let's see if this actually works. I've wired up all of the pistons with timing circuits and things. It's not the prettiest of redstone circuits, but I think it should hopefully do the trick. And when we flick this lever here, it almost worked, but then this didn't fire. Is there any reason why that didn't fire, or was it just a little bit too early? Because it should have done that, and that would be everything done. Well, I've managed to get that worked out, so now I'm in the process of doing the retraction circuits, which is all of this orange stuff here, and I'm about halfway done, or at least, well, I've retracted 1 block. So I guess you could say that I'm not halfway done, but we have to do, I think, a triple piston extender? Yeah, so I then have to power this one, then this one, then this one, then this one, and then that, and that should be, yeah, everything retracted up into the ceiling. So not actually too much, it's just, it's a lot for my brain to handle. Let's just give this a go. I'm very curious to see if this works. So there is our full extension. Oh, we have taken some of the circuit with us, so that's not, that's not the best of starts. What has that just broken? I think it was just one of my tester levers, so I'm going to leave that for the time being. But now, here comes the retraction. So there's the first bit, there's the second bit. And some things happened, but it didn't seem to quite function. And there's a repeater on the floor. I feel like we broke something, but I have no clue where it is. Yeah, we actually broke a lot of things. Yeah, pretty much everything's broken right now. I should really make backups. I've got a good feeling about this. Here we go. Yes! Oh my word, we've actually done it. Okay, so there we go. That is like the main segment of our door moved. So all of this area right here is being retracted up into the top, which I gotta say, that is not a small feat. That is sweet. Alright, okay, so that is about 80% of our door completed. Now we just need to do these little sections right here, which are still relatively tricky. Especially given the fact that I don't really have too much space to work with in those gaps right there. And I want to try my best to keep this thing relatively compact, at least compact-ish. Now, I think I have something here. If we hit this button, that is a working double piston extender, so we can grab and retract this block right here. But then also, if we just move this thing around, you can see that we can actually grab and retract the single block as well, which is going to come in very handy because the setup that we're currently working with here is we have something like this. We're going to have to grab that block, move it over there, then grab the end rod and store it inside the wall like that, which I have now managed to do. So if we flick this, you can see that grabs that, and then that grabs our end rod, and that's everything put away. Now all I have to do is the push out. So I need to push the end rod out to here, then push that block across, and then push all of those out, and that will return us back to this state. All done and dusted. So there it is, and there we go. Not the fastest thing on the world, but it's going to do the trick. So I guess I've got to do the same thing on the other side. And then for the bottom, that's just a circuit from a triple piston extender, so we can do that real quick. And by triple piston extender, I mean 3x3 piston door, but you know what I meant. I kid you not, I cannot remember how to make a 3x3 piston door. I have made so many of these in my time, and I refuse to look up a tutorial for one. But I can't remember how you do it. I think it's something along these lines. Oh my word, I can't believe this. Okay, after a decent length of time, I've given up. So I'm going to go in search of a 3x3 piston door. There's got to be one lying around here somewhere. That's where I was going wrong. 2 ticks there, 1 tick there. That was surprising. And then 4 ticks here. I got it the wrong way round. But that circuit being in place now rounds up all of the individual circuits that we need to actually construct this thing. So now I have to do all of the timings to connect up each one of these individual circuits to actually create a functioning piston door. I'm going to make a backup before I do this because things could go horribly wrong. Small minor test here without all the big bits happening. Okay. And there is everything. That's good. So hopefully the blocks that fill in that area should have dropped down by then. And then on the retraction, that looks pretty good. Okay, and I have absolutely no idea how I'm actually going to get the redstone signal up to the top, because there isn't really a clear route through this mess. But I got there in the end, and I've just made another backup, so hopefully we should be safe if everything cataclysmically fails, which I'm terrified that it will, but it looks like it hasn't. There we go. There is the closing all done and dusted. Oh no! Oh gosh. No! Oh my word! That's really bad. That's bad. That's really bad. That couldn't be any worse. Oh my word. I didn't think about that. No. I don't even know what to say. At this point in time, nothing is going to make this better. Oh no. So in case it wasn't obvious from that clip, all of my slime blocks have stuck together to form one big batch of slime blocks, which obviously is way past the piston push limit. and there's no way to unstick them there. It's very broken. I've come up with a ridiculous idea. I'm still so upset by this, but I've come up with a ridiculous idea that could work in that we somehow cause an update to this. Even then, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. I mean, it could work still. Please, just please function. Okay, the concept seems grounded well in logic, and it has just worked. And that shouldn't stick to any slime blocks or anything. If it does, I will cry myself to sleep. But I think we might have eventually got there. This is taking me so many hours. I mean, I don't know how many hours in total I've spent on this thing, but it's way too long. So I've now replicated that exactly the same system on the other side, and I'm going to test this thing out for the first time. I should probably make a backup, actually, before everything just sticks together. Here we go, here we go. Here we go. Well, that's... oh, gosh. That observer got stuck on a block here, so I've had to take that out, and now we have a gap for it. And by the way, this is the ugliest door in its open state I've ever seen. It is full of holes. But that does not matter, because it's going to work, and that's the most important thing. My time spent has not been in vain. It's broken like 6 more times. So, what you're witnessing here is someone gradually losing their marbles a little bit. Anyway, the latest problem that I've had is to do with this circuit. So actually, yeah, completely unrelated, but I'm hoping that by changing this repeater here to 2 ticks to match up with that, should fix things. And we should now be all good. And this should all work properly. Here goes. I'm just gonna do it. So there goes everything, that's very good, and then eventually there are our vault sections, so our door is now closed, fantastic, that looks absolutely brilliant. There is everything opening, come on, yes! It works, ladies and gentlemen, we have got ourselves an opening, the door has opened. And you know what, all of a sudden it's all worth it, because this is so cool. It's so ridiculously awesome. It could be sped up. It could be, you know, a lot more compact, I'm sure. But this looks absolutely fantastic in my opinion. We did it. We finally got there, ladies and gentlemen. We have constructed the bank vault piston door. God, I almost lost my voice entirely there. I've been doing this for way too many hours. This has taken far longer than I think anyone would ever expect, but it is done, and yeah, I'm chuffed to bits with it. So yeah, here it is. I will put a world download down in the description. It will be my redstone testing world, but you should spawn in right next to this piston door right here, so you can have a play around with it for yourselves, check out some of the wiring, and perhaps even reconstruct it if you really want to. But anyway, I hope that you enjoyed. If you did, please drop that like button, and if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo, and I'm out. I'll see you later.